Well, hello Capricorn, this is Joe, and I'm going to do your July 2020 General Tarot reading. We don't know what this is about. We'll see what comes up in the cards. This is a general intuitive reading, so it's not going to be for everybody. It won't fit with everybody's situation, but you'll know it because you'll feel something, and intuitively it'll just fit with you. So, with that said, I just realized I'm still wearing my pineapple hat, so, well, too late for that. Anyway, had a nice sunny day outside and just decided to do some readings. So, Capricorn, July 2020. What is going on with you? We have one card out. Ooh, the moon. The moon is at the center of everything in July. What is that about? What could that mean? Right here we have the moon. And what is below you? Ooh, Five of Coins. So this is in your foundation, your subconscious feelings. What is that doing there? This could be about a lot of different things. I don't know. Intuitively, I feel like this is represents a worry or a fear of yours. And maybe this fear or worry is about a continuing situation or about some kind of anxiety over outcomes. Let's see. What is crowning you? What is it that you want? Two Wands. You want a choice in something. You want to be able to make a decision of some sort. Capricorn. We have, okay, Seven of Cups. So, this is in your past position, and this reading is in June. So this could be representative of where you're kind of at now. I feel like maybe some of you feel like you have missed out on something. You may have missed an opportunity, or an opportunity you had hoped didn't come your way. I do feel like you were hoping for some opportunity to come in to bring you some stability, some maybe financial gain. But you have the Ten of Coins in the outcome. So, well, that's really not the outcome. That's more represents what is before you, and that could be sometime down the road. The Ten of Coins doesn't necessarily reflect what's going on in July as you leave the month, but it does show that there is some kind of reunification with stability, a promise of a more stable future is kind of what I'm feeling here. And your challenge, the Three of Cups. So you very, very, very much want something to materialize. And the moon here is, I think the moon to me in this reading is, the moon can have so many different meanings, but I kind of see this as a guiding, something is guiding you in a specific direction, but you feel unsure that you are actually doing the right thing, perhaps, Capricorn. You might feel like you're afraid to trust your intuition, to lean on that, because the Five of Coins is in your kind of subconscious area, and that might be bringing you some kind of a little bit of anxiety, but I feel like you're very sure of what you want. You're just waiting for something to materialize here in July that is an indicator of something just having a more solid foundation, a stable ground. You might be coming from a bit of a rocky past. I know a lot of people have had very difficult times lately. The last several months have been a very tough time. That's too many. We don't want that many. But we got to pull four more, and then if we have to clarify, we will. So we have in the advice, death. So there's something you got to let go of. And I feel like what you have to let go of are expectations. Because when you let go of expectations, there's almost kind of a freedom in that, because then you're allowing pretty much anything to come your way. You're more open to other things that maybe you wouldn't be open to otherwise. So the death card in the advice position is saying to let go of something, or let go of an idea or a specific outcome, because when you're so focused on a specific outcome, you might miss some other things or something else that is, quite literally right in front of you. So death in the advice, let go of any predetermined outcomes that you have decided have to be a certain way. You do have the moon, and to me that is very strong, just a very strong feeling of knowing that you are really kind of following your internal guidance, your guiding light internally. And so this is also an indication to me that following that guidance, that internal light, you do have unseen support in what I would sometimes call the ether, or on the other side of the veil there is that support that you have, and it's something that I think maybe is driving you too. It's kind of pushing you. It's like the wind at your back, trying to give you a little bit of extra momentum to keep going, not to give up on what it is you're trying to go after. But the Ten of Coins is very good. It's a very good indicator that to keep following your your internal knowing. And what is influencing you right in July the most? Okay, so you have the Six of Coins. So there might be some people that are around you that are trying to give you advice. Some people in July, they're trying to offer you assistance of some kind. This could be material assistance, but I think some people are offering you some good, sound, solid advice when it comes time, because you have the Two of Wands, you want choices. You want to be able to make a choice or have a choice in which direction you're going to go. And this to me is all about financial stability. I feel like this is about anything that you might be pursuing outside of work, or this might be just pursuing work or a different line of work or a different job. But you do have people here in your external environment, very close to you, that will probably be offering you their advice and what they think is probably going to confirm some of the things that you might be a little bit apprehensive to just go with. So you might be looking for that confirmation, and the people that are closest to you will most likely be able to help you confirm those things. But what's in your hopes and fears? Which is the most prevalent thing in July that is going to be influencing you with respect to hopes and fears? You have the Eight of Coins. So you have a lot of energy working on something. You might have decided, or might decide in July, or you might already have, and you're just kind of getting that slow momentum to be working on something new. You might be working on a new project. You might have decided that things have been so unstable in the past with what everybody has gone through, so many people have been experiencing, that you want to be dependent on yourself. And so you might want to be, you might be working on that kind of self-reliant type of stability. And I think this is coming through with the Eight of Coins. So, the Six of Coins, the Eight of Coins, the Five of Coins, and the Ten of Coins. This is all about that well-being, that sense of security. And I think this is coming through very strong for you, Capricorn. This is a very, very strong influence in your life in July. And so we want one for the outcome. And you have the King of Swords. All right. So you may be... bottom of the deck. Let's see, you have the Lovers too. This is just a kind of a bonus influence around you, and we'll talk about that. You may have, with the King of Swords, you may have taken up some kind of study of something. You might be learning something new. You might be pursuing something that you don't have a full knowledge of, but you're working on whatever that is you're working on. And it's a very kind of feels very intellectual, or there's a lot of study or learning involved. And the King of Swords to me is very focused, everything is very internalized in July for you. And you move out of July with a very laser focused kind of precision guided focus, going after what you want, and you are looking for that stability. And that material increase, or a return to some kind of stability that you may have kind of lost out on. But your challenge here, the Three of Cups, you have very high expectations of just success. You have high expectations of having what it is you are so driven toward coming through in July, that you have the Five of Coins, which is that underlying fear of failure or things falling through. So you have this very dualistic kind of feeling for July, where you're ready or wanting so much to celebrate and to feel a healthy measure of success, but you're also very afraid that you might continue in some kind of feeling of lack, or might have a failure and you won't get that success, or you won't get that achievement that you've been striving so hard for. I feel like some of you have really been through a lot of shakeups, and if you're pursuing something new, this drive and determination, this focus is very strong coming out here. But the Death card again is saying that you might have to let something go. You might have to put something down in order to maintain this energy, to maintain this focus. And there might be something, and I read cards intuitively first before I ever just go to the traditional tarot meaning of the card. I just have to say what I feel is inside me, or what I think, or what I hear. And so I do see the Death card here as advice, and the Lovers card here is just kind of just hanging out here, all by its lonesome. And so there might be some conflict in a relationship that with what you're doing might be taking so much time and attention away from that relationship that there might be some competing interests, some competing jealousy. And so that could be a source of conflict for you coming up in July. So we're going to pull some clarifier cards and see what else comes out here, and then we're going to end it. But I'm going to clarify the Lovers, because that's just kind of sitting here, and I feel like the Lovers is directly connected to the Death card. So there might be a choice in what you're going to put more effort into, a relationship, or chasing after a dream, some form of stability, entrepreneurship, or anything that you have a very focused drive and passion for, something that you want very, very much. And so there might be a choice in that, and that could be also what the Death card is coming out to say. So you have the Tower for the Lovers. So this, I hate to say it, but if you're in a relationship and you are very driven for success, and you're very driven, goal-oriented, at this time in your life to build a foundation of stability, you might find that this relationship suffers. And whether or not this relationship that you're in, and this could be a very committed relationship, or this could be a very casual, I don't know, but there might be enough competing interests or enough competition that it causes this relationship to kind of fall away or go by the wayside. So that's just pointing that out, because I did feel like that is very much connected to the Death card. But I do want to see what else comes out. I want to see Two of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Death card, because I do want to clarify a few more, and we'll pull an oracle or two maybe and see where we're at. So Two of Wands, you have the Sun. So a lot of times when I see the Sun, to me, I feel like it means personal empowerment. Okay, it also talks about, the Sun talks about having success and attainment, and just being wholly abundant. And the Sun is illumination. It's not self-illumination, but it's the universe, it's God, Spirit illuminating you, and it's that overall feeling of comfort and well-being. So the Sun, though, here to me, isn't really saying that as much as it's saying that you have choices, and the universe, Spirit, does agree with you that what you want is good for you, and that what you want it is concurring. It is something that is saying that what you're going after is good for you. So whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're in pursuit of, you have that backing of life force. That life-giving force at your back. It is something that is illuminating your path. And it's interesting because you have that in the moon. So you do have a lot of this kind of very deep energy going on that is really sustaining this vision you have that's going to carry you forward, push you forward. But let's look at death, because I'm still very curious. You know, the Tower comes out on the Lovers, and I feel like that's, again, because of your focus and drive and determination takes a majority of your time and energy. And it can be hard on a relationship to have something like that happening. You have the Six of Swords. So you are probably moving on from that. So this is like confirmation to me that if you're in a relationship and you're very goal-oriented right now with things in your life regarding stability, money, finances, career, business, if that's the direction you're heading in, something is going to fall by your side, and that's probably going to be your relationship. And that probably very much might be the choice that you are looking or deciding that you have to make coming in July. And Capricorn, we're going to pull one more and see what else comes out for you. This is an interesting reading. Very much. Oh, there we go. The Hierophant and the King of Swords. That's a pretty powerful combination here, because the Hierophant is very institutional a lot of the times and very traditional. But I think you're kind of locking yourself into something karmically when you go down this path. I almost feel like you are locking yourself into something that you have to go the full distance on. And I think you know that, and I think that maybe the moon is kind of there as like guiding you, telling you that once you commit to whatever you're committed to, you have to go the distance, you have to go all the way, because there's something very important, not only to you, but this is something that's very important karmically in your life. It has a very big feeling of destiny, or the road that you have to take. And there are some sacrifices along that road, and one of those is the personal enjoyment of a relationship at this time in your life. So that's just kind of how I feel it, and it feels very powerful and driven, though, very motivated. So whatever you have going on in July, Capricorn, this is definitely a very great read. But at the same time, it kind of has that feeling of that having to let something go that you don't want to let go, but you know that you're going to put so much time and effort into something that it's going to have a profound negative impact on the relationship. And so this might be a decision you make, or this might just be something that kind of unravels because you've decided to put your focus in this direction. So we're going to pull one, maybe two of these, and we're going to see what we get. I've already shuffled all the cards, but I do like to give them a good mix up. Whoop. That's the card that wants to come out already. All that glitters. Look at that. Okay, so I'm talking about stability, finances, business, material increase, and I'm talking about all the things that build a solid foundation in your life that's unshakable, that is durable. Loud motorcycle there. That is durable. Things that withstand the test of time. And so you are not only building or wanting to build a solid foundation, but you're wanting to build a lasting legacy. And so all that glitters really is about the focus on the material. I think this is very interesting, because there really is nothing wrong with being materially driven. We all go through these cycles in our lives where, okay, we need to level up, and sometimes that can be because we build a family, we have kids, or we start thinking about retirement or upsizing in a home. So there are cycles in our lives where we get very materially focused sometimes, and I think this is a big push for you. This is going to map out a lot of your future ahead of you. So Capricorn, this is your reading. I love it. I think it's great, but there's some choices. There's some self-sacrifice. There's some sacrifice to the things that would bring you enjoyment and pleasure, and a sense of community is probably going to be not a part of your path in the immediate future. You are going after something very, very, very big. You have big dreams, big goals, big ideas. And, you know, I think it's great. So with that said, if this resonates with you, make sure to leave me a thumbs up. Let me know. That helps me to know. Getting feedback, or leave me a comment. If you want to hear more from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications. But other than that, I'm going to say have a great rest of your day. Thank you.